Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and honestly this video is just gonna be a rant. If you're not into rants, you can go ahead and leave, but yeah. Let's get into it. So obviously P. Diddy came out with an apology to who we still don't know. And I'm just hearing about it all over the place, online, obviously, on the radio, at work, you know, just talking with peers. And it just seems like the number one thing that you all keep missing about Diddy's apology is that the apology is not for you. I mean, he didn't even apologize to anyone, actually. And if he actually did apologize, it needed to go to Miss Cassie Ventura, Miss Cassie Fine. I mean, the narratives and the hoops that people are jumping mentally to defend this man and to forgive him when you are not the one who needs to be giving him forgiveness is absolutely insane. So I guess there's a lot of different angles we can kind of talk about this from. So let's just start with the main one, which is the one that bothers me the most because I love God. I love Jesus. I'm very much a Christian. People saying that because God has forgiven him, we must also forgive him. How do you know God's forgiving him? How do you know that this isn't God punishing him right now? And y'all won't let it happen. Y'all won't let God do his work because you're enabling him. I didn't know Jesus came down here and was an enabler because he wasn't. That's wild to me. That's crazy. That bothers me so much. And are you God? Are you having conversations with God that we don't know about? Him and God, that's their own thing. Forgiveness between them, that's their own thing. That doesn't mean that we necessarily have to forgive him and collectively forgive him, or that we have to forgive him immediately. No, he needs to be punished. Our society is constantly punishing the wrong people. Literally, economically, systematically, relationally, we are constantly punishing victims and not people who actually do wrong. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with y'all? Like, genuinely. I don't even know where to go with how just insane the amount of excuses that come up. You know? And the apology wasn't even for you. And as someone who's gone through domestic violence, for example, let's just say my dad is beating up my mom. My mom forgiving him is completely different from me forgiving him. Me forgiving him and her forgiving him, two different things. Two different things. And my forgiveness means nothing because my mom was the one who was going through it. My forgiveness of him doesn't mean that she has to forgive him and that she has to change. Y'all don't understand nuance. Y'all can't pick up nuance. Y'all don't understand boundaries. You don't understand property lines. And if you get what I mean by property lines, big brain activity. But you don't understand that my mom's forgiveness is her forgiveness. That's the property line. My forgiveness is my forgiveness. That's the property line. I'm not going over there to tend to her grass and try to make her forgive. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it's also the fact that people have been saying these things for years about Diddy. For years. And now people are pressing and taking legal action as they should. And taking down someone who has been so systematic. They're taking him down systematically. Now it's an issue. He has been so systematic, so strategic. And like, honestly, I can't even say he has been. Because really all it is, he's just been paying people off. He's just been buying silence. Like, he tried to buy that tape. The feds got it and leaked it. Well, they didn't leak it. They strategically let it go through a news outlet. That's the difference. They didn't actually leak it. And there's no excuse you could come up with. No excuse you could come up with for him to nearly kill her like that. There's nothing you could say. He is wrong and he needs to be punished. Simple. And you know, the crazy thing is that a lot of the suits that are against him right now aren't even for domestic violence. They're for like ex trafficking and, you know, pushing drugs, and I don't know. I couldn't come up with like a cover word for that. Sorry, YouTube. So the feds had to drop this just so y'all could believe. You have to be seen to be believed. And we saw Cassie in an insanely just volatile, vulnerable, just absolutely, honestly demonic situation. And y'all are out here accepting an apology that's not yours. This tells me so much. This tells me y'all don't understand. One, you don't understand boundaries, like I said earlier. You don't understand property lines. You don't understand trauma. You can't process trauma. You don't understand that. Even though you might have even experienced it, how you've chosen to process it, and like the process is just a way for you to survive. It's not even necessarily something that's healthy, right? You've just taken on this way of surviving the trauma. That's not a tool anymore. Like, some of y'all need to really educate yourselves. Like, please educate yourselves on domestic violence, on just read, just empathize, just go to therapy. Like, some of you need help. Some of you need help. And the fact that people are using money as an excuse for someone to be disregarded like this, for you to discard someone mentally the way that Diddy did to Cassie, and then for you to try and make excuses for it, is insane. It's absolutely insane. So I need y'all to check yourselves. I need you to do like 4 things for me, okay? Number 1, I need y'all to sit back and genuinely think about your knee-jerk reaction to forgive and comfort an abuser. I need for you to, even on a micro level, I need for you to just sit back and wonder, why is it my initial reaction to comfort someone who's done me wrong or someone else wrong? Genuinely sit on that. Why? And even, let's just take it down to just basic human thought and psychology. Let's take God out of it for a second. Why is that your initial knee-jerk reaction? Also, going back to God, God's forgiving him. The same God that created hell to punish people. Come on now. But if it were a gay person walking down the street, breathing, you're ready to damn them. You're ready to tell them where they're going. But Diddy can be forgiven. Don't pick and choose, because God doesn't like that either. God doesn't like hypocrisy either. I don't know what Bible y'all reading. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, the second thing I need for y'all to do is I need y'all to read up on developing boundaries. I feel like so many of us don't understand boundaries, and we end up becoming doormats and enablers. We do this. We defend abusers instead of, like, your mind is warped. Like, the way you can look into some people's eyes and like see the gears jamming because they're trying to figure out how cognitive dissonance is gonna get them out of this one is insane. Like, there's nothing you could say. There is no excuse. There's no excuse. And the crazy thing is, like, you don't even, like, I'm not even, I always believe the victim, but I can understand someone being skeptical. There's nothing wrong with being skeptical. The issue is passing judgment before you even have all the facts. Because that was the number one thing you all were yelling about. Oh, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know the case yet, you know. We don't know anything yet, you know. He could be innocent. She could be telling the truth. And she was. You can have skepticism, but then you had skepticism and you passed off judgment. You already deemed what the situation was. And same on our end. And we turned out to be right. Another way that I know that you guys don't understand boundaries is that you don't even understand that the apology is not for you. The apology has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the human being that is named Cassandra Fine. Number 3, I need you to wake up to the changes that are happening around you in this world. We are not standing up for abusers anymore. We're sick of capitalism. We're blocking all the celebrities. Some of you are too slow and you need to catch up. This is not the same world where having money and clout will get you far and will get you out of situations. We are done with that. At least we're coming to a starting point with that. So y'all gotta get it out your head. Being superficial, discarding people because they don't have whatever, coveting what other people got. You gotta rewire. And it's gonna be hard because even your conditioning and your unconditioning are conditioned. But you have to get to a place internally, and then it will manifest externally, where a place where you have better discernment and better self-direction. And some of y'all don't have that, which is why you don't know what to do other than to defend an abuser, because you don't have the guts to actually stand up. And the fourth thing I need for y'all to do is realize and accept that you don't know these people. And I need for y'all to realize and accept that the fantasies, the hopes, the opportunistic ways, okay, that you have of trying to be around them or be one of them isn't real. Let it go. And you've literally gained nothing from defending this man. You gained nothing. He ain't throw you a dollar bill. He ain't take photos with you. He ain't shout you on Instagram. You gained nothing. All you look like is an abuser yourself. So, yeah. I genuinely hope y'all grow a brain and understand nuance one day. You know, it's never too late. It really is never too late. And yeah. Property lines. Cassie's the one that can forgive. God's the one that can forgive. Not you and me, baby. Bye.